Hey guys, welcome back to Stardew Valley. Before I get back into the gameplay, I want to address the pretty obvious elephant that has just walked into this proverbial room, which is that version 1.1 of Stardew Valley, the big feature update that we've all been waiting for, has finally, well, not quite come out, but it's in beta, it's in open beta, and it looks absolutely amazing. I think the full version is coming out on Monday, but honestly, I just couldn't wait. I wanted to get straight into it, and I think it looks so good. There's so many good features on here. I'll just go through them quickly just to kind of give an overview, and then we'll get into the game and see what kind of effects it has actually in an in-game context. So, first change is that Shane and Emily are available to marry. Already knew all this, but it's all good. New events, music, and so much more. Spouses now have a unique outdoor area on the farm. I'll just show you guys what that is. It's this section at the back here. You can see there's like a 6-tile area, which is dedicated to your spouse. You can choose from 5 different maps at character creation. Each map is focused on a different skill area. So there's the standard farm, that's, I guess, the farming farm. The Riverlands farm, this is for fishing. The forest farm is for foraging. And I know a few people had some trouble with this map just because there's so much grass on it and you can't really build many buildings on it. But I still think it looks really cool. I think at least some of these stumps respawn as well, so that'd be pretty good. Hilltop Farm, which is mainly about farming, mainly about mining. And I think this looks really cool as well. I mean, the thing about mining is that it becomes less difficult to get your hands on ore as the game goes on. I guess it's kind of the same with wood to an extent, but I can kind of see why people would be reluctant to go for this particular type of farm, although I still think it looks really cool. I'm actually probably going to do possibly another playthrough at some point. Probably won't be anytime soon, but I think if I do another playthrough, I'm going to do something kind of like a novelty thing, like a no crops farm or something like that. And I actually wouldn't mind trying a farm like this and just turning it into a proper animal farm with I can imagine that'd be a great place for a coop just there on the hill. Just like a rabbit coop, a rabbit hill of sorts, I guess you could call it. The wilderness farm, this is the one which is focused on combat. I think that the enemies come crawling out of this section to the southwest of the farm and cause some trouble, but I think there's some other bonuses related to this farm, like unique items or something like that. There is meant to be some kind of incentive that gives you a reason to go for this farm over the other farms, even though you are going to be under attack a lot. So some of the other new stuff, there's the shed building, an empty room that can be decorated, filled with kegs, etc. I think that's really awesome. I know a lot of people have been using barns for that. Obviously, I've kind of deliberately not done that. Part of me knew that the shed building was coming, and another part of me just thought it doesn't really seem right to use a barn for that purpose. But the shed building is pretty much just a better version of that. You can decorate it, which I think is really awesome. And I think it might have slightly more space as well, but we'll have to actually build it in game to find out about that. The mill building is kind of like a glorified artisan machine, from what I can tell. Turns wheat into flour and beets into sugar overnight, so that's pretty cool. Probably get one of them as soon as we can. A new quest can be started after the community center or Jojo quest arc is complete. The new quest results in a new magical construction feature available from the Wizard's Tower. Now this is the big late game, end game content addition that's coming with this update, and I think it looks absolutely incredible. The new quest is triggered when you enter the railroad area. It adds several new locations have been added related to the above quest. The Junimo hut building. Junimos will harvest crops within a certain distance of the hut. That's really cool. Bring the Junimos back, bring a bit more life onto the farm. I think that's awesome. They transport the harvest back to the hut for you to gather at your convenience. That's all good. Earth obelisk building, it's a permanent warp totem to the mountains. Water obelisk, same thing, but for the beach. The gold clock building, this is awesome. It prevents weeds from spawning and fences from decaying on your farm. So I've been refraining from building farms for my entire playthrough so far, just because, well, the main reason is just because I don't like the idea of having to do huge amounts of maintenance for fences. So this completely solves that problem, obviously. That's really awesome. You can now move your buildings via Robin's construction menu. I actually tried this out in game and it's completely free. So that's pretty convenient. If you do put something in the wrong place, it's extremely easy to fix that now. A new house upgrade from Robin that adds a cellar to your house and teaches you the cask crafting recipe. In the cellar, you can use casks to age cheese and alcohol, increasing their quality. So that's really awesome. You can put that wherever you like. You don't have to have. I don't think you have to just have casks in the basement. I think you can have them anywhere you want. So what I was thinking is that towards the southwest end of my farm, I might consider putting down a new shed and filling that with casks, since I see casks as being something that you're only gonna drop in on them occasionally. So I think it makes sense to kind of put them as far away from your house as possible, so that you're taking advantage of the fact that you don't need to go to them too often. And yeah, it also adds Iridium Star level quality, which is attainable for aged goods and fruits. I think that includes cheese, wine, alcohol. I'm not entirely sure what other things, but it's... Well, on top of that, there's the NPCs now appreciate higher quality levels in gifts, but it only has an effect on gifts they like or love. So I assume that also applies to the new Iridium Star quality stuff, but I think it's implied to also apply to like Silver Star and Gold Star goods as well. So that's all good. Added coffee, a spring/summer crop, and the coffee bean. The bean acts as the produce and the seed, similar to sunflowers. 5 coffee beans can be added to a cake to make coffee. That seems like a lot to me, but it's possible that coffee plants produce absolutely loads of seeds in the same way that blueberries do, I guess. Honey can be placed into a cake to make mead. I'd like to do that as soon as possible. That's really cool. Void eggs can be placed to make void mayonnaise. 2 new fish, the void salmon and the slime jack. You can now choose colors of your chests with 1 of 20 color options. That's really cool because you can kind of use it as a de facto signing system for your chests. So you can kind of color, I don't know, you could color your fishing chests in blue, for example. I know that's what I'm going to do. Evil shrines, where you can make offerings in exchange for dark magic. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to have to find that out. That sounds really interesting. Divorce, you can file from a little book in the mayor's house. Not going to be doing that. You can now wallpaper the little hallways in your upgraded house. I know that bothered some people, and I guess it's worth considering. When you beat Journey of the Prairie King, you can now start over in a harder mode, keeping your upgrades and coins. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. 2 new lost books. Krobus now sells a return scepter. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. A tool which acts as a permanent warp totem to the farm. I had a look and that costs 2 million gold, so that's definitely a big endgame item, but extremely powerful. That's something I definitely want to get. That's so useful in so many ways. Giving someone a gift on their birthday will no longer make your spouse jealous. Pierre now sells a catalogue furniture item that can be used for unlimited free access to all wallpapers and floors, so that's pretty nice. Robin sells a furniture catalogue furniture item that can be used for unlimited free access to nearly all furniture, so that's really strong as well. In addition, there's been some bug fixes. Wild plums are now fruit, so I assume that means you can make wild plum wine, which you couldn't do before. And there's some other stuff as well. There's one noticeable absence here that I'm a little bit worried about, which is I can't see anything about crab pots. If you've been watching my playthrough, which I assume you have, but if you haven't, if you're new to the playthrough, I'm going to be getting back on with my playthrough in just a moment. If you have been watching my playthrough, then you know that I've been having a lot of trouble with the crab pots. They've been... Every time I try and pick things out of the crab pots, I end up accidentally picking up the crab pot as well, so I really want to find out if that's been changed. I think it'd be way better if you can only pick up crab pots if you use a tool on them, like the hoe, for example, so that you don't accidentally pick up all your crab pots when you're trying to pick things out of them. It really puts me off using the crab pots, so if that hasn't been fixed, then I'm probably actually going to put a suggestion in this thread, because I really want to see that changed. And he's been working around the clock to fix a bunch of bugs with the beta already, so that's all good. But there is one other thing that I want to mention, which is also that there is now a Galaxy Dagger and a Galaxy Hammer available from Marlin once you found the Galaxy Sword. So that's really cool. I always thought it's a bit strange that there are multiple different types of weapons in the game when swords just seem to ultimately become the best of all the weapons. But if I can, I'd like to get my hands on the Galaxy Dagger and the Galaxy Hammer. Those both sound really interesting. And slime balls have a chance to drop petrified slime. So that's cool. I think that's basically everything you can see of this. I already showed you guys the new farming layouts, and I think the only thing to do now is get into the game. Alright, so we're back, and I'm feeling so much poorer than I did before. I felt extremely rich for the last few episodes of the playthrough, but now there's an item that literally costs 4 times of what I have, and before then there was absolutely nothing that cost quite that much, so yeah, that's a pretty obvious example of late game content right there. Let's say hi to Penny. Good morning, Noro. I made you a hot breakfast. It's an omelette. Awesome. Alright. Let's eat that right now. Get some of that energy back. Whoops. Oh, I accidentally gave it as a gift. Okay. Apparently she doesn't mind that I literally just gave her meal straight back to her. Fortune teller. Spirits are very happy today, that's awesome. Alright, so before we get in with the really meaty version 1.1 stuff, there's a few little menial tasks that need to be sorted out on the farm. One of which is that this area here has been kind of a little bit ruined right now. I'm gonna have to move one of these furnaces so that I can actually access this spouse area in the back. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. I'm thinking it's possibly stools that Penny will sit on and read, but, you know, that remains to be seen. I guess we'll soon find out when she does start using that. Let's check the mail. 500 gold, and that's it, so nothing too interesting there. Pick up some amethyst. And another thing that I want to do while I'm here is I want to quickly go and pick up some cheese. And, well, mainly just some cheese so that we're ready to start aging that stuff as soon as possible. I think the first thing I'm going to get from Robin is going to be a basement, although it is really tempting. It is really tempting to go for a shed. I'm probably not going to get the windmill until after I've got a shed, because I think it's not really as useful as the other new additions. Wow, okay. This is not going well. Okay. Alright, so at least one of them is being helpful. Well done, Maisie. Alright, that's good. Alright, so let's make some cheese, and we can go age that in just a bit. I guess it doesn't really matter now if we get good cheese, good milk or not, because at this point we can just age the normal quality cheese anyway, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's pop into here, say hi to the ducks. Hi to all the ducks. I thought we had more than that, but I guess not. Pick up this duck egg. And it's nearly 9 AM, so it's going to be time to go see Robin in just a sec. What I'm going to do first, though, is drop this off in the mail machine. And before I go to Robin's, I'm going to actually go via town so that I can drop in on Pierre and buy his new, I think it's just the normal catalogue this one's called, and the one that Robin sells is the furniture catalogue. I have already kind of played this a little bit, as I kind of half mentioned earlier, so I do know that I can afford this. I think it's like 50,000 or something like that, which is not too bad. Linus's birthday yesterday, I'm pretty sure we're maxed out with him. Oh, one thing we can do is, now that gold star quality items should lead to a bonus when we give them as gifts, it's a perfect time to give George this gift. Hello Nora, I want to watch the TV with me. I can't see what that is. Oh, it's the news, I think. I think that's the news. Okay, so there's one pretty interesting thing, which is that Abigail is apparently single again now. We were her boyfriend, but apparently we're single. I'm not sure if that's a bug, or if that's just some change in this version of the game, perhaps. Emily is listed really high. I think the game still thinks she's on 10 hearts, when she's supposed to be on 8 hearts. I think that's just a little minor bug. And let's see how we're doing with George. Yeah, up to 10 hearts with George, so there you go. That worked pretty well. Say hi to Evelyn. Got any gifts for her? Not really. Pickled green bean. I think we'll go give that to Harvey. And yeah, we'll go drop in on Pierre and get this catalogue. Alright, so there it is. Nope, I can't see it yet. Catalogue, 30,000 gold. That's not too bad. Considering that it allows you to access an unlimited number of literally every wallpaper in the game, it seems pretty strong to me. A largemouth bass for a calzone I'm making. I will accept that, but I don't think I'm going to do it. Ooh, some kind of event going on here with, I think, Harvey, although it could be Mario as well. I'm so sick of preparing these samples. Oh crap. Oh dear. Oh no. The whole sample is ruined. Harvey's going to kill me. Harvey does not really seem like the intimidating type. Nora, what should I do? Tell Harvey it was my fault. Okay, I'll blame it on you then. Wow, she seems way too willing to do that. What happened? I heard something break. Nora came in and slammed the door so loud I dropped this sample. Oh, she's not blaming it on me. Fair enough. You shouldn't blame others for your own problems, Maru. She kind of took responsibility. I don't know. I'll have to call the patient back in to recollect this sample. This will probably put us in the red for another month. Wow, okay. They must be doing really badly if that's the kind of thing that will put them in the red, but okay. Is it an emergency? No. No. I don't think I've actually seen her doing her nurse thing before. Hey, what's up? It's a good time to explore the caves. I would go, but my dad would flip. Alright, well I got a gift for Harvey, so I'm just gonna drop that off while I'm here, and then we'll run up and see Robin. It's for me, this is my favourite stuff. It's like you read my mind. No, I just read the wiki. Nutrition is important, so make sure and eat well. Try to increase your vegetable intake. Yup, okay. Alright, so let's go straight up to Robin's. See what she's got on offer for us. I believe that it's 50,000 gold for the basement upgrade. But before I do that, I need to remember to buy the catalogue from her. Alright, so here we go. Ooh, Dimitri's reading a newspaper. That's another thing I've never seen before. I don't know if that's new. We're insulated from the rest of the world here in Stardew Valley. Maybe that's a good thing. It says the same thing again. Okay. What can I do for you? We'll go shopping first. So as far as I can tell, these pines and things should be available from the furniture catalogue. Holy crap, 200,000. Okay, so that's justifiably high, considering the number of things you can get out of that for free. I think we will go for it. I do want that. Marble brazier recipe, that's gonna be good. And upgrade house. I can add a cellar to your house. The cellar can be used to age certain products like wine and cheese. It will cost 100,000 gold. Oh, I thought it was 50,000. Okay. Are you interested? Yes. Okay. So there goes the majority of our money. I should be finished in around 3 days. Okay, so that's not going to be done by the end of this episode, but we will see it next episode, so that'd be cool. And while we're here, we'll go start off this quest with the wizard. Ah, Noro. I've been waiting for you. Have I ever told you I used to be married? Strange, I know, for a man like me, but it's true. My wife and I were together for many years until I made a mistake that drove her away. Her anger and envy was so intense. Huh. Envy. A thought occurs to me. There's this fan theory that Abigail is actually the son of the wizard. And I've forgotten what the basis of that is. But the fact that the wizard is mentioning envy right now, you know, that's really interesting to me. I need to... What's the screenshot button? F10? F12? I'm taking a screenshot of that. That's really interesting. Envy. Because I think it's implying that maybe he slept with Caroline. Just a thought. Anyway, her anger and envy were so intense that she turned green and began flying around the countryside, cursing everything in her path. When I found out, I sealed this passage to her home, fearing that an innocent villager might fall prey to her dark magic. But now, it must be unsealed, for when we separated, she took my magic ink. I need that magic ink back. I would do this myself, but I can't see her again. That's why I need your help. In order to unseal this passage, you'll need a dark talisman. Talk to Krobus in the sewer, he should know where to find one. I'm counting on you. If you can retrieve my magic ink... Is that a misspell? I don't know. I promise I'll make it worth your while. Now go. And there's the witch. Looks really stupid, to be honest. But sure. Alright, let's go find Krobus. Do I want to speak to Alex? Are we friends with Alex? How good are we with Alex at the moment? Yeah, we're maxed out with him, so I'm not too bothered about that. Let's go see Krobus. I don't think that the Adventurers Guild is open yet, but I'd like to go check it out at some point. Because... I want to see if we can see if the Crystal Dagger... Is it the Crystal Dagger or the Galaxy Dagger? The Galaxy Dagger and the Galaxy... I think it was Hammer? Or it might have been the Galaxy Club. I want to see if those two things are affordable. So this would be interesting to test out. My current thought is that I probably wouldn't enjoy the Galaxy Dagger too much. The Galaxy Club might be interesting just because it'll kind of knock everyone back a lot. That's a huge sprite. That almost jumps out of the box. How are we doing with Elliot? Not too great, but I don't think any of these gifts are particular favourites of his, so gonna leave him for now. Oh, actually, while I'm here, can't resist. It's time to find out. Has this issue of mine with the crab pots finally been fixed? Nope. Nope. Alright, I gotta ask ConcernedApe directly to please fix that, because that's really annoying, and it completely puts me off using my crab pots. Anywho, let's run down and see Krobus. I'm gonna drink some coffee as well, actually, and I think I'll also eat a super meal, so we can be nice and fast. You can see there's this new cave area here. I do actually know what's on the other side, to be honest, because I have tried this out already, and it's really cool. It's actually, like, when I saw it, my first thought was, this is awesome. What's that? You're looking for a dark talisman? Now that you mention it, I did have one in my possession not too long ago. Unfortunately, I dropped it while exploring that tunnel in the far corner. Things started heating up in there, so I left in a hurry and sealed the entrance. You seem pretty sturdy though, so I'll open it back up for you. Just be careful, okay? Krobus shows his rarely displayed magic powers. Anyway, let's speak to him. So he sells a void egg now. That's really cool, because I was getting kind of tired of waiting on the witch to sort that out. So I'm actually going to buy one of those. You can actually buy multiple of them. But that's great. That means I can finally get some void chickens on my farm now. The return scepter is not going to be affordable for a long while. I also have no idea how much the magic buildings cost. But yeah, check this out. This is so cool. Look at this. I think it's a swamp. It's like, it's implied to be right at the end of the sewers. You come out in this swamp section where you have all of these bugs. And it seems like, what I'm thinking is that this is intended to be like a really great source of late game bug meat and late game fiber. Which, now that I think about it, is almost exactly what you need for wild bait. Which indirectly makes the slime hutch more useful, because obviously it's a good source of slime. So you come here, you get loads of fiber, you get loads of bug meat, and you can get loads of slime from your slime hutch, and then you can make absolutely loads of wild bait. Because at the moment, wild bait, or at least before this update, wild bait was kind of awkward to get a lot of, and now I think it should be a lot more doable. But even if you don't go for wild bait and just go for normal bait, this place seems like a really awesome source of bug meat for normal bait. So I'm really hoping that all of these crops, not these crops, but these shrubs will respawn so that we can keep coming back here and get a reliable source of fiber. I think that'd be really nice. So yeah, let's kill all these things. Ooh, algae soup. That's interesting. I think we'll go and sell that. Ooh, no! Oh, they're doing that thing. Alright, so that one's dead. That one's dead. Let's kill this thing now. Yeah, so they're not too difficult to kill. This one's running off. I killed him before he could transform. There's some flying over from the sides. Let's grab all that stuff. Let's grab some fiber. So yeah, I really like the look of this area. I think it just looks so good. Just like a whole new thing in the game. And like, I think the main reason this impressed me so much was because, unlike most of the other things added to version 1.1, I really had no idea this was coming. So when I came in here and saw that awesome purple, I don't know what to call it, purple ground, purple flooring, it's purple ground, I just thought this is so cool. Okay, let's kill this thing. They do some pretty heavy damage, but only because there are so many of them. Like, individually they're not too difficult to kill. As you can see, you get massive amounts of bug meat from these things. So I am hoping they will respawn. I'm not sure if there's anything particularly special about these rocks. I could try breaking one open just to see, but I kind of doubt it. Normal stones by the looks of it. Yeah, just normal stones. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's kill this. Let's kill this and kill this. Okay, let's ignore that. I'm going to probably clear this whole area out, because I think it's going to be really useful just to have a good supply of fibre and bug meat for whenever we need it. And up there is where you get the, what's it called, dark talisman from, so it doesn't take too long to clear this area out. Something else I want to try as well is, because there have been two new types of fish added to the game, I believe one of them will probably come from here. Let's check that out right now. Collections, fishing. Yeah, there we go, 2 new types of fish. Slimejack and the void salmon. I think that's probably void salmon and that's probably slimejack, I could be wrong. If I had to guess, I'm gonna say that this is probably where you get the slimejack from. And the void salmon is probably gonna be something to do with the witch, I think. Let's take all this stuff. Actually, could eat some algae. Is this a thing that I can break open? No, it's not, it's just decoration, that's fine. Do I want to eat something? You know, I'm not feeling too threatened by any of this stuff. Algae soup. I can eat some algae soup just because it's kind of inconsequential. And we'll go get this last little bit of fibre. Then we'll try a little bit of fishing just to see if we can find whatever fish you find here. I'm not sure how difficult it will be, since this is late game content, it could be a really difficult thing to catch. Let's check it out. Let's get the dark talisman. You found the dark talisman, it's covered in bug slime. Okay. Right, let's try doing some fishing. Got plenty of bait right now, so I'm not going to use up that bug meat just yet. What happens if I fish off the screen? Doesn't work. Something just happened with the lighting over there. I think it's because it's 6 PM, possibly. Let's try this again. There we go. Alright, let's see what we get. Oh. Okay, it's incredibly easy. So maybe it's not a slimejack, or maybe the slimejack is just really easy. We'll soon find out, I'm sure. Oh, it's a carp, okay. So I think it probably is difficult to catch a slimejack. That's what I'm guessing. How much time do I really want to spend on this though? That's what I'm not sure about. You know what, I will do some fishing, I'll try and catch a slimejack, and I'll catch up with you guys in just a bit. I think this might be the slimejack, but it's a bit of a nightmare because I'm being beaten up by this fly while I'm trying to catch it. Ah, yes, that is it, the slimejack, cool. That's pretty interesting. He's coated in a very thick layer of slime. He keeps slipping out of your hand. Okay, that's pretty cool, I like that. Let's drop it in the place of the mussel, I think. Yeah, that's probably the least valuable thing I have. And let's kill this bug. It kind of came out of nowhere. I think it actually spawned from the lake itself, which is pretty interesting. But I think we've just about exhausted this area. And I have to say, I really like that. I mean, I already said that, but I just think that's such a cool addition to the game. There's one more bug, let's kill it. Let's get some more bug meat. Nice and easy. But yeah, if that stuff does all respawn on a daily basis, then that's a pretty easy way to get a little bit more of the fiber and bug meat that can be a little bit difficult to access in the late game. And by extension, it would be good for getting bug meat, not bug meat. By extension, it'd be a good way to get some wild bait as well, which is pretty cool. What do I do with the talisman? Oh yeah, I need to go up to the... I drank coffee as well? No, I'm gonna drink the coffee. I can go even faster. Need to go back up to where the witch's little shrine thing was. We'll see what happens with that. Before I do that though, I think what I might do... Well, that's a lot of energy. What I might do before that is head up to the Adventurers Guild. See what they're selling, if they're still open. I think they are still open at 10 PM. I think they close at midnight, I could be wrong. But I think they are still open. I'm guessing that these are going to be really expensive since they are pretty much going to be up there with the best weapon in the game. But we'll soon find out. It's locked. Okay, it closes at 10, so we'll go check that out tomorrow, I think. That would be pretty interesting. And for now, we'll go and see what's going on with the witch. Alright, here we go. Come back. I want you on my farm. I want that thing on my farm. I hope I see it again. Okay. This is really cool as well. Another interesting looking new area. I didn't mean to do that. Now this is where I'm guessing the void salmon comes from. I'm not going to fish for one right now. Let's talk to this guy. Henchman. Guya, human. You want to pass? I'm sorry, this is private property. That's not really how I expected a goblin to talk. I'm sorry, but I can't let you pass. I'd lose my job. I like this guy. He seems really friendly for a goblin with like a war helmet on. Goblin problem. There's a goblin blocking the path to the witch's hut. There must be some way to get him to move. Perhaps I should seek out more information on goblins. Now what I'm guessing about this is that it's going to be related to the new books that have been added in this patch. So I think it's going to be useful to try and hoe up any ground we see. Well, that's not what we want. That's not what we want. I think every time I see one of those worm tiles, I'm probably just going to hoe it up in the hopes of finding some kind of book that will tell us about the goblin. Failing that, I think it could be useful to just go and talk to the wizard about it, but that seems a bit too obvious and a bit too easy, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is ConcernedApe's way of incentivizing us to go looking for more books and stuff like that. I don't actually remember where I put my horse today. Okay. Still, let's sell off some of this stuff. Do I need to ship? No, I don't need to ship the slime jacks, that's cool. I'll ship the algae soup. I got so much bug meat. I can make so much bait with that, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna drop off this stuff. I don't think it's possible to get gold star quality slime jacks just because we didn't get any gold star quality carp, and you can get gold star quality carp. So I'm guessing that when you fish in the swamp, you're always gonna get normal quality. That's my assumption there. So drop the slime jack off in there. I'm gonna keep the carp so I can make some carp surprise. And we're gonna change this chest into a blue color. I kind of prefer the dark blue, but I think that almost gives off more of a mineral vibe or a gem vibe. So what I might do is go with this kind of middle color. This is not a proper chest, or at least not an organized one. This is still classed as forage on here. I'm guessing you can put it in kegs though. This is the fruit one. So what color do I think of when I think of fruit? I don't really know. Maybe red? No, that seems a bit much. I'm just trying to keep this organized so I don't like forget which things they are. Possibly purple? Possibly purple. No, I think purple's more like pink is more flowery. Let's go with yellow like a banana for now. This one can be green. This can be pink. Be light pink. Dark pink I think looks a little bit better. We'll pick up all of this stuff. And we're gonna sell any of that? Probably not. What I can do is drop the void egg off into whichever incubator we can find, and hopefully get ourselves a void chicken before too long. This one's free, so that's all good. Do that. Pick up all of this. So I'm not really sure where I'm going to put the permanent totems on the farm. I don't know what they're called. I think they were called totems. But the one that transports you to the mountains and the other one as well. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put those. I'm not entirely sure where the basement is going to come from either. But yeah, we're going to have to kind of plan out the farm a little bit more. One thing that is really cool is that there's one area of my farm which is absolutely perfect size for the shed. The shed is the same size as the barn. So there's one particular section of my farm that I think is a really obvious place to put a shed, which I'll show you guys in just a sec. Actually, before I go to sleep, let's go and do some cooking. Get rid of some of this stuff that we have. Carp surprise, let's get rid of our carps. And the other thing that we have a lot of is white algae. Can we actually make... Yes, we can make a pale broth, so that's all good. And... I think that's it for now. So we'll hit the hay. Okay, so we did make a little bit of money, but we're going to be poor for a long time now. I'm gonna have to really start pumping it out. One thing that is interesting about this update is it kind of makes the late game... the ridiculous amount of money you make in the late game kind of becomes even more ridiculous from what I can tell. Because obviously if you can age your starfruit wine... Oh, this is huge, wow. It's pretty cool though. Let's put it there, I think. That's pretty cool. There? I can't put it there apparently. Okay, that's a little bit inconvenient. Let's put it in the corner, possibly. Yeah, let's put it in the corner there. Just make a little workbench area of sorts. And we have access to every furniture item in the game for free, or at least the vast majority of them. It did imply that there were a few left out. But this is pretty cool. I'm not sure. I don't really have any particular plans for what I want to do right now. Globe. That could be cool. Model ship. I don't know if these are all the old items or if some of them are new. Some of these houseplants look pretty cool. Tree of the Winter Star. That's an interesting one. Let's get that. Yeah, this looks seriously cool. I think we have to get that. Let's put that... Can I put it there? No. Put it there for now. I think that is one of the coolest furniture items in the game. I can't see anything else that's really jumping out at me that much. Ceiling flags. Monster danglers. Hanging shield. Some of these must be new, I think. Miner's crest. That's cool. You can experiment with quite a few different vibes if you want to. The Miner's crest I think would be cool if you go for the hilltop farm thing. Bamboo mat can be placed inside your house. Ornate lamp. Woodcut rug. Monster danglers. Let's see what these are. You kind of just put them... You can put them anywhere. You can put them, from what I can see, you can put them on the walls. Or you can put them on the floor, I think. Can I put them there? No, can't put them on there. I can't put them in Penny's room. I assume I can... Yeah, I can put them there. Probably leave them there for now. That seems like a kind of Halloween thing from what I can see. But yeah, this particular section right here is perfect sized to put the shed in, so that's really cool. Let's check the mail. Noro, I'm creating an enchanted staff of phenomenal power. However, I'm missing something, an iridium bar. I'm willing to pay 5 times the market value for it. Bring it as soon as you can. Okay. Now that, I think, was already in the game, so that's not super interesting. Staff of power, bring the wizard an iridium bar, that's fine. Goblin problem. Gain entrance to the witch's hut. I like how it doesn't tell you exactly how to do that. It's almost like the mysterious key where you have to kind of do a bit of investigating for yourself. Alright, so let's grab this cheese. It's gonna be a little while till the basement's done. I don't really want to be doing too much farm work today. I think I want to be getting straight on with things. I think the first thing to do, and the obvious thing to do, is go looking for some tiles that we can hoe up, and look for our missing book that we still need. Sell off the pale broth, keep the cheese, sell off the... what else did I make? Carb surprise. And I got some looms for these bits of wool as well. Penny keeps getting in the way there for some reason. Can I talk to her? Okay, she's just left. Okay. So I'm gonna drop the cheese off in the fridge, and we'll age most of that stuff. And where's Penny gone? Is she in? No, she's not in her little area. I don't know where she's gone. Oh, I guess she's gone to town, I suppose. That's fine. Let's go try and get some more stuff from the barn once again. Say hi to all these guys. Wait, is that a new option? No, sell and change home building. Can I still change the name? Yeah, I can. There's still the hidden feature where you can change the name. I'm surprised it's not been implemented properly yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but you can change the name by clicking slightly to the top right of the OK button. Today they all have milk, so that's good. Apart from... no, I think she does as well. Right, perfect. Alright, so let's drop off all of our wool into the looms. And make a little bit more cheese. I assume that you can age goat's cheese as well. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but I assume you can. Let's go with these ones first. Probably drop the normal milk off just in the fridge. Could actually make another cheesemaker, I suppose. Let's see if we can already craft the, what's it called? Not the keg. The cask? Or if that gets unlocked once it's finished. Yeah, I think that gets unlocked once the house upgrade is already finished. I assume that's how it works. Okay, so drop off our cheese in the fridge. I mean milk. Oak resin, I'm probably going to drop it off with the supplies. And I'd like to find a free keg so that we can try and make some meat. I think that'd be pretty cool. Alright, so drop off the oak resin here. Yeah, I've got some wild honey there, so that's cool. I was actually saving all that wild honey for warp totems back to the farm, but I guess if we can somehow get our hands on the scepter, whatever it's called, then that would work pretty well too. Can I make one of these? I need an iron bar and I need oak resin. Okay, so I don't have any iron ore. I might have some hidden away, but I doubt it. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that's a shame. I do want to find a free keg somewhere. I think I'll drop in possibly on Frogman's cave and see if there's anything interesting in there. Say hi to the dog before he goes running off. Very excitable today. Right, is there any free kegs in here? Yes, there are actually, so that's perfect. Let's drop off some wild honey. Pick all of these up. These seem to have stopped moving now. They normally keep moving when you pick things out of them, but for some reason that's not happening. I'm not sure if that's something to do with the update. Kind of hard to tell. I swear I had a different type of mushroom that I've not put away, but I can't see it right now. Okay, so this one is like the mushroom box, so probably want to be going with a nice earthy colour, maybe that colour. Maybe that colour, maybe white actually. No, it is Frogman's cave, so maybe bright green would be an interesting choice. Let's go with this nice earthy colour for now. Maybe gold. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. And now that we're done with all that stuff, I think what we can do is head down to the Wizard's Tower, see if he has anything to say about the goblin situation. And if he doesn't, then we'll go looking for some bits to dig up, in the hopes of finding another book. Although, because it is the winter, the vast majority of them are probably going to be either winter roots or snow yams. And I'm not having much luck at all today. Oh, I hope I didn't miss the Queen of Swords yesterday. I really hope I didn't miss that. Friday. No, I'm pretty sure they don't happen on Thursdays. But I think Friday is the day when the travelling cart is here, so let's see if she's got a rainbow shell. She's got a rabbit's foot, that could be fairly decent. Tulip, coleslaw, rare crow, no, nothing great today. We'll buy a rare crow. And we'll keep looking. Can't see anything that we can hoe up. We can go visit the wizard. Ooh, okay, this is new. I'm guessing that's something to do with the magical buildings, so yeah, it must be something to do with the magical buildings. There's a trapdoor here. I think that might have already been there. No? I think this is new. The Shrine of Illusions, make an offering of 500 gold to change your appearance. Okay, that's another new thing. That was not actually mentioned. I don't think that was mentioned. Did I change my appearance? Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind changing my hairstyle. That could be interesting. Whoops. Okay. Where does this go? Doesn't go anywhere by the looks of it. Not yet, at least. Alright, let's go say hi to the wizard. I was married long ago. After my wife and I split, she began flying around the countryside, cursing everything she saw. Yep, we were told that before. It's not a very mature way to express one's anger. Yeah, so he doesn't tell us anything. I'm pretty sure we have to find a book. Pretty sure that's what the game is suggesting that we do. But we're gonna have to be a little bit lucky. Finding some hoeable tiles. Yeah, let's run through there. I need to get rid of some of this debris, it's really getting in the way. Do I have a cherry bomb? Yes, I do have a cherry bomb. I'm gonna drop a normal bomb there, try and clear all this stuff out. Alright, that's cool. Might as well pick it all up, I guess. Ah, come on. I swear there's normally way more than this, but for some reason, there's absolutely nothing at the moment. Alright, let's go say hi to the Hat Mouse. There's actually something I want to do, which is Santa hat. Because it's the winter, I feel like we should be wearing a Santa hat. I'm getting pretty tired of the skull mask, so yep, we got a Santa hat now. The Dark Talisman is there in the wallet. I was wondering where that went. It does go in the wallet. Wow, this is really weird. I'm not used to the Santa hat. Alright, let's keep looking for a herbal tile. Has to be one somewhere. I could do some wood chopping while I'm here, actually, I guess. Grab all that. I'm still not seeing anything at all, so that's a real bummer. It's gonna be difficult to progress with the quest unless we can find a few more books. I could be wrong entirely about this book thing, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'd rather not spoil it for myself if I can avoid it. There's literally nothing. No worm tiles whatsoever. Which is very unusual for the winter in my experience. I'm guessing there's not been any new type of animals added to the game, but if there was, that'd be really cool. I'd absolutely love that. Like, if you could get llamas or something. Ah, Shane. Shane? Oh dear. Merry Christmas. Nora, can you do something? He's out cold. Bah. Smart. What? Shane, what's the matter with you? All you do anymore is mope around your room and drink beer. That's probably not the best way to address someone's problems. You wouldn't understand. I'm worried. What's your plan? Don't you ever think about the future? Plan? Hopefully I won't be around long enough to need a plan. Yeah, that was pretty dark. Damn, dude. Alright, so that was a bummer. I'm hoping that we can cheer him up with one of these new events that's been added. That did not trigger one. I'm not actually seeing him in here at all. I don't remember there being a door there, but I assume that was already there. It's locked. Unless that's something to do with Shane and one of his new events. That's possible. That does look unfamiliar to me. I think that might be new. So many interesting new things. No new types of animals. That was wishful thinking. I'm actually gonna get another pig. So I'm thinking, I was originally going to make a second barn and dedicate it solely to pigs, but I think what I might now do with that spot is put another shed down instead. So let's just buy a pig straight up. Call it Pa? No, let's call it Bacon. Since we already have one called Porker. His new home. Really? I thought they can give birth. Okay. Alright, so I think we're done with that. Is Jazz in there? Pretty sure Jazz wasn't actually in there. No, she's not. Alright, well I have some plum pudding for her, which I'd like to give her at some point. Oh, there's a herbal tile. Finally. Have we given Leah 2 gifts? Let's check that out. Leah might actually be on 8 hearts. Yeah, she is. Okay, so that's fine. Robus has been given 2 gifts. Jazz and Sandy have not been given anything. Sebastian, Sam, both full up. Elliot, I need to give him a pomegranate, I think. Or a lobster if I can find one. Nope, just some clay. It's not good. We'll keep looking though. There's another one. Rusty spoon. Still not what we want. There's Elliot. Oh, let's go see Emily, see one of her new events. I'm assuming there'll be one that triggers once we go into here. Nope. Not yet. Let's speak to Haley. Do you think you'll ever have a pony on your farm? I do have one. It's right outside. Alright, I'm not seeing any more herbal ground. There's Jazz though, so we'll give her a gift. Where is it? Plum pudding, that is her favourite, I believe. I like living on the farm. My favourite is the fresh ice cream from our cow's milk. Let's try and use the copper pan on this. Hopefully we'll get some iron ore so we can start making some more kegs. Because we are going to need a lot of kegs now, and once we get a shed in, we'll have loads of space for that. Where is it? Copper pan. I think I can use it over the bridge. We'll soon find out. Maybe not. That might actually be inaccessible. Oh, it worked. Okay. 5 bits of coal. Holy crap, not bad. I have to brush my hair daily or it'll clump into messy knots. Okay, so there's some herbal tiles here. I'm guessing they're mostly going to be different types of... Ooh, inventory full. Let's get rid of the sap. Red mushroom. Okay, I did have some leftover mushrooms from earlier. I'm guessing it's just going to be like winter roots and stuff like that, but we'll try it anyway. Let's give Elliot a lobster. And we'll take our chances with these herbal tiles. 1. Dried starfish, okay, that's one for the artifact chest. And this one, snow yam. Not feeling confident about this. That's a nautilus shell, that could be useful. Man, need to make some space though. I guess I can turn all this bug meat into normal bait for now, I think, would be fine. I would rather keep this fiber for other things after all, so I think that's absolutely fine. I wouldn't actually mind going and checking out... any more space? No, I want to keep all the stuff I currently have. Even though the artifacts are useless at this point, I do have the artifact chest and I am making a bit of a collection, so I can't resist the urge to do some of that. Okay, any more herbal tiles? Doesn't look like it. Gonna have to leave. One thing I can do is go and check on Krobus and check on the swamp, see if it's all respawned. Probably not going to spend too much time on that, but I just want to see if it does respawn, because if it does, that's going to be an absolutely awesome source of late game fiber. And bug meat too. Let's check it out. No. It's not respawned. Maybe it respawns at the end of the week, but I'm a little bit worried now that we've just completely killed this off. There's some there. I might have just forgotten to kill that before. You can kill... Like, there are like infinite spawning flies from what I can see, but... I don't know. I'm a little bit worried now that that's not actually as great a source of late game fiber as I thought. That would suck, because I thought that was a really cool, unique area. So I'd like to have a reason to keep going back there. He sells the void egg every day now. Okay, that's interesting. Iridium sprinkler for 10,000. Not today. Not today. Maybe next week. Alright, so let's try and get to the Adventurers Guild while we can, and while we're on our way, we'll have a little look for a few more. Actually, do we have a horse? I think this might be our horse. Yep, perfect. While we're on our way, we'll look for a few more herbal tiles. Nothing there. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought. I did think we'd probably be able to progress a little bit more with that quest today, but it's looking like that'll have to be another episode. Next episode could be pretty interesting. We'll have the basement available to us, and probably we'll make some more progress with the goblin thing. But for now, I think probably just going to go over to the Adventurers Guild, and then head back, because I do still need to fish for another squid so that I can make the fried calamari. Haven't forgotten about my ultimate aim for what's left of the game. Let's grab these. No. Can't pick them up. No space. Oh man, really? Alright, gonna have to throw these pine cones away. Pick up the crocus. And let's see what's on offer to us here. Oh wow. Galaxy Sword, 50,000. Galaxy Dagger is worth significantly more than the Galaxy Sword. That's interesting. Galaxy Hammer is worth a lot. Should we buy that? It's only level 9 apparently. 70 to 90 damage, plus 2 speed though. Or is that minus 2? Because that says plus 4, that says plus 1, and that just says 2 speed. 5 weight. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. No room in my inventory right now, okay. Alright, let's throw away the red mushrooms. Say hi to Gil. Let's check this as well. Nearly there with the slimes. Void Spirit's gonna take a while, Dougie's gonna take a while, and Dust Sprite's gonna take a while too. I was kind of hoping that in this update Marlon would be added as a more fleshed out character with like events and stuff and the ability to give him gifts. Like I'd imagine that if you gave him slimes and other monster related items, maybe he'd like that or something. I think that'd be really cool, but fortunately it does not seem to be the case. In this version at least. I don't actually know if there's going to be a follow-up to version 1.1, it'd be cool if there was, but as far as I know, nothing like that's been confirmed yet, so yeah, let's buy the Galaxy Hammer, and we're officially pretty much poor again. Okay, so decision, do I want to go straight to the beach? Do I want to go test out this hammer? I do want to go test out the hammer. Let's see, how fast does it swing? It's not bad actually, it's not bad. That's gonna really knock the serpents back in the skull caverns. Let's go straight to. Actually, no. I do want to go to one of these kind of floors. That was okay. Unexceptional though. Let's try floor 60. Kill some dust sprites. Okay, well those die in one shot, and they would have died in one shot anyway from the normal thing. Let's see how far we can smack this. Not too far actually. Okay. Well, it's okay. I don't really know if it's really on a par with the Galaxy Sword. I'm really curious to try out the Galaxy Dagger now that I've seen it's worth so much more. I mean, I'd be surprised if it's actually better than the Galaxy Sword, because I think the Galaxy Sword was quite deliberately meant to be the best weapon in the game. But I could be wrong, so I'll try and save up for that. It's not a massive priority of mine, but I would like to get that at some point. Anyway, I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing some fishing at the beach, and I'll catch up with you guys once it's done. Okay, well that kind of sucked. We're going to have to come back and try that another time, I think. And once again, making pretty much no money at all. I really think that the spring can't come soon enough, because we just have so many iridium sprinklers sitting completely idle right now, and there's so many things we can spend money on now. And there's just no income at all. Oh wow, okay. This is interesting. Let's see what the mail is. Build 1,000 gold. Anything else? Food from Gus. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be continuing to explore patch 1.1 next time. Hopefully get a little bit further with the goblin quest. And the basement should be done as well, so we'll try out some of these new casks. Possibly our mead might be done. Possibly. I'm not sure. I have no idea how long mead's going to take. Could be a while. And yeah, I think we're just going to be generally getting on with that stuff. Possibly going and killing some dust sprites and stuff as well. And trying out the Galaxy Hammer a little bit more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.